This is a Cactuși. It's a bit early and there's not enough light, so I might video this again later. Good morning everybody. As you can see, the bees have woken up and have come to start harvesting on the Neobuxbaumia polylopa, and the bats should have been here during the night because this, as you can see, has a very stiff and hard flower which is suited to the bats to hang on to. But now that the sun's up, the bees are coming and harvesting, and you can see there's another one up here. Good morning everybody. We had 80 mil of rain yesterday, and this morning the flowers from yesterday are all still out, and all the ones that have come out fresh today. So I'm not quite sure how to go about this to show the scope of the flowers, but this is the best they've ever been. Just pan around out here. You see the rain has made some of them quite scrappy looking. But for instance, yesterday there was only 1 or 2 flowers out here with the white ones, and now there's hundreds. Around this way, a lot more reds out today. Some nice red ones over here, more reddish orange. And then up this way, we'll move over to the path. These are some day flowering ones that aren't properly out yet. On this side, a Serentia flowering, and then a Clysto cactus, Trichocereus gladiatus with their scented flowers, and then over here we've got a smattering of red and the background yellow, and sweep around here, day flowering yellows that aren't quite open yet, and then this beautiful patch of sort of like a peachy salmony red, and that's it for this one trail. Good morning guys. This is why I grow cacti. Now unfortunately my shadow is going to cross in front of me, but this is one of the Serentia Trichocereus hybrids, and it's going to grow pretty tall. And they have very nice large flowers, which is what you're trying to breed for. So this will even, you can see there's lots of buds, and this will still be a better show yet than what it is at the moment. This is very early in the morning, so it's a night flowering one. Good morning everybody. So the San Pedro is flowering today, and it's just absolutely beautiful. There's a lovely breeze blowing and lots of flowers and no bees, or well, the odd bee. Here's one here. But the bees were here last night in their thousands, and they've taken most of the pollen, and so there's a few bees just coming to maybe get nectar today. This is a Trichocereus species that flowers at night, and what I'm doing for light is just using a spotlight, so it's a little hard to see. There are a lot of flowers. This is a Burgessii, Trichocereus Burgessii hybrid of cactus countries. These are all flowering at the moment, just in this one little section. Clyster cactuses are really in full flower at the moment. Hello everybody. It's about 8:30 at night here at Strathmerton at Cactus Country, and this big plantation of Trichocereus Pacanoi or San Pedro is about to flower. Or it's flowering, but they're not quite fully open yet. But still you can see how many there is, hundreds. And I'll see if I can hold it up so as high as I can, so you can sort of see into the canopy there and around here. The lights are better on this side at the moment, and that's half of the big lot of cacti. The garden is getting a very good drink today. We've had around 10 mil. So these are Cactus Country hybrids of the Clyster cactus, and there's no real difference that you can see in the flowers unless you look closely. But these are some of the first ones to flower in mass. And then you can see some other different hybrids here, and if you look over there, you'll see one that's really thin, so it's probably a cross to the Clyster cactus on our right here. Hence the thinness in the form, but it's got the Clyster cactus cinereus skinniness. And then these are some others that are like the parent. And then up here, you can see this gorgeous flower display that happens at this time of the year with this Clyster. Silver torch it's known as. Hi guys, This is what happens. This is some of Cactus Country's Cactuși cross Sorensia hybrids. And these ones here are yellows. And you can see the yellow flowers. So here we've got a very open, petals laid back, yellow flower, about 3.5 to 4 inches wide. And then over here, and you can see a bigger clump of them flowering here, and very whitish spines typical of Sorensia here. And then over here, you've got a much darker coloured spines, and the flower is just more pointing out, and very frilly petals. And then here, this one will be a night flowering one. Has a much smaller flower, more the Sorensia type flower. And you can see here, this one's been out for 2 days. So this is what they're like when they come out. They're quite a dark colour, and then they go to a lighter colour on the second day. And then over here, you've got one with a much bigger flower. So you can see probably in the shade here where it's pushed out a lot more, you can see the true colour. And similar spines of the first one. So you can see that they all just vary a little bit in the way they grow. And that's what you get, and what you look for is something that's a bit of a freak that has a really big flower. So if we were breeding with these, you would only breed with this one for the size of the flower. You could breed with any of them for just maybe a change in colour. That's the best one over there. A bit later than the rest. I think this is a red. That's a red. Look at the size of the stems on it.
And here's what's to come.
So tonight, guys, is one of those nights where you have Trichocereus out in force. So what I'm going to do is do a quick walkthrough and just let you look, and I'll stop occasionally, and it will only be part of, because the video can't be that long. And over on this side, and then there's more up here. Maybe if I zoom in. There. I mean, let's just do and the crazy Trichocereus up there. It's about 8 o'clock at night, so they're all just starting to open up. And then we're looking into a different part of the garden there, around here. You can see it's quite overcast, so they're opening up a little quicker. Hi guys, the sun's starting to go down and Opal Ocean playing in the background. Does it get any better? Good morning, everybody. So this morning we're looking at one of Cactus Country's Oreocereus hybrids, and this one is a very fast growing plant. It grows at about 3 or 4 times the speed of a normal Oreocereus that grows really tall. And the flowers, as you can see by my hand here, are really quite large compared to the normal Oreocereus, and they open up much more. Hi everybody, this is Trichocereus randallii, and you can see it's got, compared to the white flowers that you normally have on a Trichocereus, it has a beautiful pinkish coloured flower, and they have lots of them. This particular one is quite hard to get across with, but you can see all the ants and everything going on here today, and beautiful pink flowers. So what we do with this is we're going to try crossing some other Trichocereus over them to see if we can get some seed pods and get some different shaped cacti. Hello everybody. It's a pretty wild day, as you can see out there. By the way, the trees are flying away around. But up here, this is South America, and nice and chilly. And one of these Chilean or Chilean cacti are flowering away like crazy. And the bees are in there still raiding because it's been a difficult day for them. So sunshine, they're coming out and harvesting. Wow, what a display of flowers. This is the 3rd year that this plant has flowered, and it is just absolutely incredible. Good morning everybody. One of my favourite times of the morning. You come outside and you see things starting to flower, buds coming for next week. And here's Cactus candelaris with beautiful flowers on it. And then over there another Cleisto flowering with beautiful purple flowers. Another one with prolific flowering on it going on. And then over here in the background is Cactus Country's hybrid Binny. As you can see, beautiful large flower, and has a lovely purple sheen to a pink and red flower. And here's one that's more open, and the bees are coming in for all the pollen that it produces. You can see a bee down in here collecting. Good morning everybody. This is a pharaoh cactus, and it's described as a pharaoh cactus because it has these spines, these central spines here, which are like steel, hence the name pharaoh. Very strong. You could lift a plant probably by one of those central spines. And these are the flowers, which are very protea-like. very colourful, and at this time of the year the bees absolutely love them because they're a day flower and they have a lot of pollen. Everybody, now these are beautiful big Cactus, and this is Cactus rectospinus, and if Elise comes in here and you see the size of these spines, you'll know why it's called rectospinus. And I'll go around the back now, and you can see the size. This is well over 1 metre high, and something unusual is the Cactus usually just flower from the top, but for some reason this is having a couple of flowers down lower from years gone by, and this particular one here has actually had 2 flowers come out of the aerial. And then if you look in the top, come up in here, Elise, and we can see the new buds that are going to be flowering soon, and the ants and the bees. Well, maybe no bees at the moment because we're probably scaring them away. Oh my goodness, this is what it's about, folks. So this is our big Pasacana, our original plant that was first planted 20 odd years ago as a small plant about 150 mil high. And it's just light with flowers this morning, so walk around here. This plant now is about 5.5 meters high, possibly getting up to 6 meters even. And if I just move back, you can, but the flowers today are just incredible. We'll zoom in and see if we can, it's as far as the iPhone will go. You can see all the bees up there collecting all the pollen. This is probably as good a display as you'll ever get on a plant of this type, a Pasacana. This is the Trichocereus terscheckii, Let's go in and get a close-up of the flower. This is our first Trichocereus tashekii that came from Dawson's. And you can see that today it's just a mass of flowers. How many flowers tomorrow night or Saturday night? There are hundreds of buds on these and other Trichocereus all waiting to come out. Some will be out tomorrow night for our Friday night sunset tours, and some will be out on Saturday night. Today's a great sunshiny day, guys. Beautiful blue sky. And this yellow, what we call a yellow lobivia, is just out in full flower. Hundreds of flowers. And it's just sensational day. Lots of flowers everywhere. Up there right in the distance you can see a red.
I'm just going to get a couple of small ones out first. I'm trying to get this big one here out. So yeah, I've just got to clear a few plants out of the way to get in there. And so you want to have plenty of room to move around, because if you have to step quickly in a direction, you don't want to be blocked and fall over. So let me take this one out. Sometimes you can get some nice cuttings out of this process too, where you get like 2 in 1. Now that I've got a bit more room, and this one here is a bit over 2 meters tall, it's going to be very heavy. And here we go. Alright, so I've cut it most of the way through. And if I can get in here, I can sort of wobble it a bit. Woo! That's him.
Good morning, everybody. We had 80 mil of rain yesterday, and this morning the flowers from yesterday are all still out, and all the ones that have come out fresh today. So I'm not quite sure how to go about this to show the scope of the flowers. but this is the best they've ever been. Just pan around out here. You see the rain has made some of them quite scrappy looking. But for instance, yesterday there was only 1 or 2 flowers out here with the white ones, and now there's hundreds. Around this way, a lot more reds out today. Some nice red ones over here, more reddish orange. And then up this way, we'll move over to the path. These are some day flowering ones that aren't properly out yet. On this side, a Serentia flowering, and then a Clysto cactus, Trichocereus gladiatus with their scented flowers, and then over here we've got a smattering of red in the background, yellow, and sweep around here, day flowering yellows that aren't quite open yet. And then this beautiful patch of sort of like a peachy salmony red. And that's it for this one trail. Good morning, everybody. Well, this is early morning and the bees have just started arriving. And this is Cactus Country Trichocereus J5. And you can see the bees are just here to start harvesting pollen. And this is a really large flowered Trichocereus. Beautiful big flowers. I'll put my hand over here and you can see how big it is.
Another beautiful flower that's come out today. And over the next few days there's a few more to come out.
Good evening, everybody. Because of the dull day today, a lot of the flowers from last night are still out, and you can see how many thousands of flowers there are. Some are just finished, but there's a lot of flowers. You don't see an exhibition like this very often, where you get a whole lot of different Trichocereus species. Some of the ground one here, and then up there, Super Pedro. They are just producing an enormous abundance of flowers. And then around up here we go. And the dark sky that goes with the storms and that are around are accentuating the colour a little bit, I think. And then there's quite a few of the ground covers here on the hill that are just starting to have a few flowers again. Medusa's Hill, we call this. And then over there at the back, some San Pedro flowering. Good morning, everybody. This is something you rarely see in a Oreocereus species, is it flowering from the side of the plant. Normally they flower up there, and these are just some late season flowers, but very unusual for one to be on the side of the plant. This is happening right now. Weather will be very suitable to these plants staying open for 2 or 3 days.
Hey guys! Just getting a few nice cuttings ready for the next market.